Those of you who followed my first Truth TV channel knows that I talked about a lot of things on that channel. And I also, when I first started, I was doing video games and I had Maury shows put on there. That's what I had. And then later down the line, I started talking about, other issues such as police brutality, racism, doing racism videos. I had a couple of videos out there about this girl getting slapped on a train. I mean, I've done it all. And I've talked about a lot of racism issues on that channel. Now I've come to a position that I'm not going to be talking about racism on every single video anymore. So those of you, because a lot of quote unquote pro blacks expect every black YouTuber to talk about racism on the majority of their videos. And, to me, it just gets tiring of talking about the same thing. It just gets tiring to me. Because back in the day, before all this, the pro black started in the black area of YouTube, before they started talking about racism, you had black YouTubers talking about relationships. Black YouTubers talking about how a man could get a woman, how a man can improve his personality so he can be respected and get a decent woman. How you can save your money, and a lot of other stuff. Just various topics. But now all I see amongst the black section of YouTube is white supremacy. White supremacy. How much they hate white people. How much they want to get away from white people. How much they can't stand it. People against interracial dating. That's all I've heard from black YouTubers. But they don't talk about anything else. It's like that's the only thing people knows, and it's like people spend 24 hours a day, 7 days a week talking about white supremacy, how much they can't stand white people. But at the end of the day, most of you go to work for white people. And I was watching, and shout out to J. Miller for saying this, but he said, at the end of the day, white people may not like us, but they know what to do to make money. Asians may not like us like that, but they know what to do to make a dime off of us. They know what they have to do. They know they don't, they can open up shop in your neighborhood and they don't care. Well, we don't have to like them like that, but this is about money. And I started thinking to myself, why aren't we like that? Why aren't we like that? Okay. Business has nothing to do with a personal relationship. It is business. And we don't know how to be business people because we don't know how to do it, because everybody is talking about white supremacy, how much they can't stand a white man, but you're going to work for a white man. But at the end of the day, we're not business minded people, because money has no color to it. It has no color to it. If I know somebody's a good businessman, what if he's white or black, and if it's going to get me to where I'm going to go at, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do business with that person because he can help me and I'm going to help him. We ain't got to be the best of friends. We ain't even got to even like each other like that. We ain't got to hang out for no beer, nothing like that. This is about making money. And if we have a good business relationship, that's all that matters. But see, black people, all they want to do is complain. And it's not about being a coon. Because you have a white person that says it, then they're racist. I'm telling you this because we need to start being entrepreneurs. We need to start creating our own businesses. We have to stop begging white folks to give us a job. We have to. Because that's all we do. We begging people to give us a job. We're complaining to them about how racist they are. We're complaining to them, well, you shouldn't be this way. I'm not complaining to nobody about how you are. I'm not complaining to nobody. I'm not gonna beg you to change your ways. I'm not complaining. I already know there's a lot of racist white people out there. I already know. I wasn't born yesterday. But white people is not the one killing us in the hood. They're not. Okay, you had a guy, which I'm gonna do a video on him later, probably tomorrow or have it out tomorrow, that was killed trying to do something about his community. He was killed by a senior citizen drug dealer. A senior citizen drug dealer that was killed. You just had a young mother killed because she told people that she had $3,000. I wouldn't have told you anything. Especially those people like that. Because I don't trust people like that in the first place. I'm not going to tell you how much money I have. That's none of your business. And they followed her. She had it in her pocket. They robbed her. They shot her. And they killed her. Now, are those white people that did all that? Or was it our own people? And then you got some people say they'll blame white supremacy. And then, no. We cannot keep blaming white people for what we're doing here. Because we have a mind of our own. And then you have people to say, well, you shouldn't talk about that because you're giving the white folks talking point. Let me tell you something. I don't care what they gotta say. I do not care. Some of y'all care about what white people think, and it's ridiculous. Why do you care about what they think? Sometimes I think some of y'all are scared of them because y'all worry about what they think. That's what I believe sometimes. Well, if we say this, then they're gonna think. I don't care. I don't care. It's not about them. It's about us. But we want to sit there. We want to protect those savages in the community. We want to protect. We want to protect people that going around harming our own people. But there's no outrage about that. But we'll get out there and we'll rally quick. We'll rally real quick when a white person does it. Because that person's life means more to that person when a white person kills you. But when a black person does it, I'm not worrying about it. At least a white person didn't do it. And I'm sorry to sound that way, but that's how it is sometimes. It's like you accept a black person killing a family member, then you will accept the white person doing it. Because when a black person do it, you don't hear nothing. They'll just go on like nothing happened. Y'all should have that same outrage that you have if a white racist or white supremacist does it. You should have that same outrage. And those of you that are protecting them and saying, well, he's just lost, then you're part of the problem too. Because you'll be the main ones that'll protect them, and it'll be the main ones that if we ever go back to building our own Black Wall Street, they will be the ones tearing it up, and then you will sit there and say, well, you know what? They're just lost. No. They're not lost. They're not lost at all. But all we want to talk about is white racists, white supremacy. How much some of y'all can't stand white people. I get it. There's racism out there. I get it. There's white supremacy out there. Look at the president. And believe me, I will call it out when need to be called out. But I'm not going to talk about it in every single video. I'm not going to talk about it every day, 24/7, because it's redundant. Because we could be focusing on how to save money. We could be focusing on how to build our credit. We could be focusing on how black men can better themselves to be in a successful relationship. Because a lot of black men don't know how to be in relationships. But all we want to ever talk about is white supremacy. So you won't hear me talk about racism unless there's something I want to talk about. Okay? You will not hear me or see me put up a video if a white person calls somebody the N-word. I'm not going to do that unless it's something real major. Then I would do it. Because you have white people being racist all the time. But we harm our own people and then we protect them. And then we say, well, it's a white man's fault. And we'll give him a pass for murdering our people. But it's like we accept it if a black person kills one of our own. We accept it. We accept savages destroying our community. We accept savages killing 2- and 3-year-old babies. We accept it. We don't have no outrage about that. Where is all the black men at? The so-called strong black men. Where are they at? We don't have fathers in the household. We have a lot of single mothers out there. We have a lot of single moms out there. When you see in these interviews, you don't see no men out there. You see a lot of women out there. And I'm not saying that all single mothers can't raise sons. I'm not saying all of them can't. You got some that can. But our family is so broken. Nobody wants to get married. Nobody wants to be in a committed relationship. All we want to do is get in the bed, have a baby, then walk out. We don't take pride in ourselves. If some of these women had any decency, they would say, you know what? If we're gonna do something, we're gonna wear a condom. We're gonna protect ourselves. I'm not doing anything with you unless you strap up. Okay? That's what you need to do. But we don't do that. We just want to have babies and rely on the system and rely on the government. Okay? And Donald Trump is trying to give you a box for food stamps. Now, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, but that's what he's proposing. As a community, we need to get ourselves together. We need to go out there and start creating things of our own. When you have Asian people in our area that own 2 convenience stores within 10 minutes of each other, when you have Asians owning a hair store around the corner from me. Now, get it, our community is mixed. And you got a lot of black and white people that live around, so it's mixed. But we have no black owned business. Well, we had a black owned business and then went out of business. You have a white family that owns a cheesesteak store around where I'm at. And you had a black owned hair salon until they went out of business and moved to Delaware. So at the end of the day, we need to start owning our own stuff and stop depending on other groups of people to give us any type of work. Because 9 times out of 10, they are going to look for their own. Tell me what you think about this. Like the comment and subscribe to the YouTube channel.